Inputs and output in Python. We often have a need to interact with the user, either to get data or to provide some sort of result. Most programs today use a dialog box as a way of asking the user to provide some types of input. While Python does have a way to create dialog box, there is a much simpler function that we can use. Python provides us with a function that allows us to ask a user to enter some data and return a reference to the data in the form of a string. The function is called input. Python input functions takes a single parameter that is a string. This string is often called the prompt because it contains some helpful text prompting the user to enter something. For example, you might call input as follows: user name equal to input please enter your name. Now, whenever the user type after the prompt, we will be stored in the user name variable. Using the input function, we can easily write instructions that will prompt the user to enter data and then incorporate that data into further processing. For example, in the following two statements, the first task asks the user for their name, and the second print the result of some simple processing based on the string that is provided. We will now print the user. When we run this code now, it will print. It will ask the user to enter. It will now ask the user, please enter your name. Let's say Joel, then enter. This is the printout, Joel. Right here, Joel is the output. So it is important to note that the value returned from the input function will be a string representing the exact character that were entered after the prompt. If you want this string interpret as another type, you must provide the type conservation explicitly in the statement below. The string that is entered by the user is converted to a float so that it can be used in further arithmetic process. Like, let's use the same. Let's change the username to user radius. user radius equal to open bracket half our quotation mark please enter the radius of the cycle. Enter the radius of the cycle. Then radius equal to float we now call the user radius let's add more line of code. Let's give this one to be D diameter equal to 2 plus radius user radius so as you can see now we have add more lines of code again. User radius, this is a variable that asks the user to enter the radius of your cycles, then radius equal to float. This floating point will work with a number that has a decimal point. So anything that the user enter will be converted to a floating point number. Then diameter is another variable we created and give it a value as 2 plus 2 to be added to user radius. Now we want to print out the diameter to see what value we will get. Print diameter. Let's run this code and see what will be the output. This is the first line. Let's put Joel again. Oh, please enter the radius of the cycle. Yes, this is a string and cannot convert it to a float. So let's rerun this code and try entering a number to see what will happen. Let's say 45. Enter. The same please enter the radius of the cycle to user. Okay, to be